Okay, I've returned. I haven't posted anything on here for a while. There hasn't been anything that would be a great deal of interest to anyone, but on this occasion I want to cover a well-worn topic of these absolutely trashy dust seals that you get on the front suspension. The ones that you seem to see for sale perish pretty quickly. This is the remains of mine that have been on the car for 2 or 3 years, which has never been out of the garage, and they've just totally deteriorated. It's just absolute rubbish. It's gone soft and perished. There's one that sort of stayed together a bit, but all of these things are just absolute garbage. And I wouldn't recommend that anybody waste their money on any of that stuff. A couple of the places say you should smear them with grease to stop them perishing, but I can't see that that'd be much help. It just goes soft and it just falls to pieces. So what I've done is I've got a set of dust seals that have been 3D printed from urethane, and they seem to look the part. They're not quite exactly the same as the original ones that I'd purchased, but I think they're going to do the job, and if they last the distance, that'll be an absolute bonus. These are the ones that go on the swivel pin, and they're quite a good fit, as you can see there, top and bottom. Pretty happy with those. And the other ones that go on the link pin swivel, I don't know what you call them, trunnions I suppose would be a good word for them. I've got a couple of those there fitted up, and they seem to fit the little plates quite well. And they go on this area here. The ones I've got could be a little bit smaller in the inner diameter. They are a little bit loose. Nothing to be overly concerned about, but tiny bit smaller in the inner diameter would be nice. But I think they're going to fit quite well. Now, as you can see, I've got a couple on there. The procedure for getting these trunnions in the right place is laid out in my workshop manual there, and basically you screw that down so that the recess in the threads on the kingpin or the swivel pin are in line with the bolt hole. You then turn it down about 3 turns to the full extent of where it'll go, and then back 1.5 turns. And the bolt hole will, or the spacer, as you can see there, that spacer will end up pretty much in the centre of the grooved out piece in the threads. So I've got that one all set up, ready to go. To get the hub off, you need to get the hub off, and you need to remove the backing plate on the drum or the disc out of the way so you can fully turn the bottom one. To do that, I had this old knock-on with a bolt nut welded into it and a bolt going through it to use as a puller. You definitely need something like that to get the hubs off, and that worked quite well. I actually borrowed that from a friend of mine, and but I do intend to get a couple of old knockoffs and make a set of those. You need one for the left and one for the right because of the reverse threads from one side of the car to the other. So that worked pretty well. There is a special tool that you can buy, but not necessary if you've got access to a couple of those old things. So we're going to continue on now and fit this back up. Another reason I pulled this to pieces, I had positive camber on one side and negative on the other, and with no real adjustment there, I decided I'd swap the lower control arms over from one side to the other, and I'll see if that corrects that camber issue as well. So I'll get on with this now, and I'll show you what I end up with. For those who were really observant, you would have noticed in that previous little bit I had those mounted back to front. So I've now set them up properly, and it's still a little bit loose, but yeah, I had the little tin pieces back to front. So I've got that corrected now. Right, there's the fit of those trunnion dust seals, and I must say I'm totally impressed with the way all this has turned out. Hopefully they'll last, and that'll be the real bonus, as I said before. But anyway, I'll go ahead and put the rest of this together now. I also think that camber issue I talked about may well be resolved.